Hey, Laura J here with a big thanks to Druthers Crew for giving me this shirt, which I am grateful to be able to wear. Also seeing that it is in dog Latin, which we'll get into in another video. But I like the premise of stand up, speak out, be heard. So today's message is on common law. It's important to understand that anytime anything has been specified, it has then been written. And once it is written, it cannot be altered unless it is then amended. So it's important to recognize that the true common law, which is unwritten, uncapitalized, and unhyphenated, because it is what we can draw from lest we be drawn into someone else's territory they have already laid claim to. If you didn't watch the video before about claimable rights, make sure you do so that you understand anything that is specified has already been limited and is then governed by the creator of the creation, which are where the statuses, titles, and personages come in. Common law. Common law is the unwritten and unlimited rights that we have access to and can draw from because we have claim to that which we name in writing, and that's where the righting of wrongs comes in. So the common law is the highest law that any of us can draw from, lest we be drawn into the public. Without being drawn into the public, that means we can remain private without our privates being exposed. And one of the ways that people are often taken out is by having their privates exposed publicly in a way that would humiliate or otherwise degrade their self-respect. And that is why it is so important to act honorably in all that we do. So I'm putting the arm back down, and I am saying it is time to take up our pens and claim the rights that come from what was not written. We can reference what was written in legislation using CF or compared to, which means to confer to that which was written, to say that what is unwritten and what we are claiming as rights is referenced by legislation. Those working on behalf of corporations are limited by and bound to, but we who remain in our private capacity are not. So what do you think about this? Leave a comment down below. Let me know what this message means to you, what it means for you, and what you're going to do with it. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Laura J, namaste, namago for today. What a woman. Okay, well. Hey, Laura J, wearing my Druthers shirt today, which, as I had mentioned previously, is in Dog Latin. What is Dog Latin? Well, I break it down in the Justinian ConneXion report that I wrote and published at the beginning of March on my website, ljeh.ca. So make sure, if you haven't done so already, you go and do that now. What is Dog Latin? What it means is there is a mixing of jurisdictions within the language, because this appears to be English, right? We understand that it says stand up, speak out, be heard, stay strong, change the world, druthers, which all is in uppercase. Well, when you're actually using English language, only the first letter of a sentence is capitalized, and nouns, which are people, places, and things that are specified. So the fact that this has all uppercase letters means that it is actually a sign language, which means stand is actually alone, up is alone, speak alone, out alone, because each of these words are said to be signs, which means that each of these are sentences in and of themselves that are not connected, because that is how Latin works, which is a sign language. Now it's dogged because it follows English by appearance, but it is actually using signs, which is Latin. So then dog Latin is how the words have become dogged. And there's a mixing of jurisdictions, which means there are two competing rules within the same sentence. Therefore, who's actually got the highest claim to the word. Dog Latin is not actually what it seems to be at all. And that is why within the corporate realm, Dog Latin is a common way that words are communicated. I don't know how to make this more clear other than what I did in the Justinian ConneXion report that I do hope you will check out, and leave your comments down below on the page where you can go to download your own copy. It was published on March 1st of 2023 because I feel the need to get out that which came to and through me, and which I know others have deeper understandings, comprehensions, and insights into than what I was able to bring forward in that report to that date. So I don't claim to know it all by any means, but what I do is my best, as best as what I can. And when I know better, I do better. I hope the same is true for you, and you will forgive yourself for the times when you did not do your best, because Lord knows there are many times when I did not, thinking I was. And that is then when I say to you that what I heard years and years ago when I was still living in England, I remember traipsing through the fields in Worcestershire where I was living, thinking, wow, laud, Law apostrophe D, was said to be the way Lord was originally spelt, because it was one who understood the universal laws and was able to wield their spells effectively. So with that, I ask you, how are you using the words that are spelling out the sentences that you are living? Breathe that one in deep, baby, and let me know what you think down below. And forgive me for calling you baby, because Babylon, where we stay a baby for a long time, is just one of the ways that we have learned to communicate with one another. I said it because it rhymed with what I'd said before it, but I just also then bring in the mention of the Babylonian system, which is part of the conversion that we have had applied to us without our knowing when we were still babies, and also ignorant of the truth because we were raised within a system where the truth is stranger than fiction, where the legal system would make Dog Latin seem to be English when it is not. So 333, when I record this for thee, let me know what you think down below. Lori J, namaste. Nama go for today.